we're 4-4 and we've got the whole world figured out. When in essence that was only like 7 days ago when we were 0-4. So this thing can turn quick, and with our schedule as it continues this month, it can turn real quick. And so you just got to just focus on day to day, game to game, and see how good you can be on that night, and know you always have a chance to win or get beat.
Welcome to the Gardner Report. Celtics 4-game winning streak, 500 record. Wow. Holy crap monkeys, they have a 500 record. This is going to be a fun show. We're going to break down exactly what went on in this game. Then we're going to go into the new backcourt pairing and then finish with our players of the game and our stat of the game. So first, let's take a look at the highlights. Jeff Green spitting game before the Celtics take on the Magic, going for 4 straight. Let's take it to the early in the game. Steal by Avery Bradley. Dish from Jordan Crawford to Jeff Green for the slam. Give them the lead early in the game, and that trend would continue here. Nice little just handoff. Kind of the hallmark of this offense right now is the handoff pass from the bigs to shooting guards. Let's go into the late second. Nice grab by Brandon Bass. Starting the break, Brandon Bass. Never thought I'd say that one. Crawford slips it down to Olynyk. You can see that was a theme tonight, was Olynyk getting the pass from Jordan Crawford. Good communication there. Let's take it to the end of the second quarter here. Maxiel gets a nice entrance pass there and a good finish in traffic. Maxiel had a few impressive finishes tonight, despite the fact that he's just about the shortest big man in the league. But Brandon Bass coming back at it later in the third quarter. Another good feed from Gerald Wallace with 5 assists on the night. Take another look at that one. Nice finish by Brandon Bass there. Good composure under the rim. Let's go just a minute later. Crash doing what he does. Crashes into the second row there, courtside. He was the energy guy tonight. He only had 1 point, but a plus 20 on the evening for him, and just plenty of energy. Let's go to the end of the third quarter here. Phil Pressey with almost a ball thrown away, but Courtney Lee grabs it, nails the corner 3. Another good night for Courtney Lee, who was in double figures on the evening. And then let's go to Aaron Aflalo here. Magic trying to make it a contest. Aaron Aflalo, after getting a 3-point play, gets the 4-point play, but with a 12-point game, Jeff Green ends it with a great alley-oop from Jared Solinger at the top of the key. A nice little alley-oop tip in reverse. And that's the game, folks. 120 to 108 Celtics. All right, so Evans Clinchy, Travis Singleton from BlackAthletes.net with me here. Evans, let's go right into it. Yeah. They ran and ran and ran tonight.
They did. They ran the floor and they got shots quickly, which is something they've not always been able to do. You know, sometimes they've been rushing shots and not getting good looks. Sometimes they waited too long and been forcing shots at the end of the shot clock. I can't talk tonight, apparently. But this night it was just right. You know, they were getting into their offense quickly. They were getting good shots. They were knocking them down. I think part of it was the Magic's defense. Orlando seemed a little bit sluggish. They weren't really getting to, you know, close out on shooters and keep them from getting open looks. But tonight, Avery Bradley, Jordan Crawford, all those guys getting open looks at jump shots, knocking them down. It was all you could ask for. They were really strong offensively.
It was 20-4 on the fast break for the Celtics, Travis.
That's very impressive right there, you know, and a lot of that has to go to Jordan Crawford and, you know, his facilitating. You know, he got the ball to the people when they needed to get it. And, you know, we were more, you know, careful on the offensive end this evening too, especially when we went into our sets. You know, a lot of people were able to actually, like, the ball movement was really good. Like, you know, we was making the extra pass. You know, you saw the play with Gerald Wallace where he passed it down low to Kelly. There's a couple of plays that definitely showed the ball movement. It was there tonight, you know, and he just took advantage of it.
It's funny you've mentioned the Wallace to Olynyk pass. Mm-hmm. There's like 3 times this happened this year where Wallace has passed up a wide open shot to get Olynyk the shot. Tonight there was a lot of zipping ball movement. They're really making that extra pass. It seems to be the big difference, Travis.
Yeah, it has been the difference. I mean, the key thing for us is we have to make sure that we get everybody involved. And we had 7 players in double figures tonight, which was very, very huge for us. You know, it just showed that we're very balanced and we're also sharing the ball and, you know, with our assister up there. And we're known for the assists. You know, it's either assister up and then the rebounds are down. So, you know, today we was able to balance it all together in a big win. So
big boom, jeez.
Yeah.
Well, because usually assists are up because it's Rondo at the point, but Evans, it was Jordan Crawford at the point, who
Crawford
almost
at the
had
point.
a career high 11, but he went with 10 assists tonight.
Only 10
It was-
assists
I think
was
it's his
it.
first double-double for the Celtics. It was a pretty huge night for him.
That's
Yeah, it was
correct. I
huge.
can't
Yeah.
imagine that not being correct. Yeah, I mean, Jordan Crawford was surprisingly a really good distributor in this game, and we've seen him in the past where, I mean, there have been possessions where he's had 10 seconds on the shot clock, and he kind of stands there at the top of the key and dribbles and just waits for the zero and puts it up because he's just content to do that. He wasn't that player tonight. He was a different guy. He was willing to give the ball up. He was willing to find open guys. He joked about it post-game. They asked him, you know, what happened to that court vision, where'd that come from? And he was, I had that all along. You guys
I've been
just
blessed
noticed.
with court vision.
You guys just noticed that now. I've been blessed
Yeah.
with that all along. Like, I don't know. I'm not really so sure about whether he's had it all along, but tonight, Jordan Crawford showed that he's willing to use that vision, find guys open all over the floor, and it worked well. He was able to get the entire team going.
Well, I mean, the thing is, because they kept the pressure on really high offensively, Orlando, who's a pretty decent defensive team,
Top 5 in the league,
they were
yeah.
pretty much on their heels defending the entire night because Crawford would attack hard, Wallace, Green, all those guys would run really hard, and Orlando never really got to lock into their sets, call out movement, stuff like that. So all the like side pick and rolls and all the backdoor cuts that the Celtics were doing weren't really getting caught or really stuffed out by the Magic because they were the Celtics were keeping the pressure on them so intensely.
Yeah, and the Celtics were making the right decisions about when to shoot and when not to.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing that Brad Stevens talked about tonight was that one thing that a selfish player can do is get too selfish about passing and try to get too cute and make his own fancy pass. There was none of that tonight. They knew when to pass and they knew when to shoot, and it wasn't a matter of making too many extra passes. It was just the right number, and it worked perfectly.
All right, well, let's hear more of what Stevens had to say after the game.
One of those days. That's, and we didn't shoot it in a few other games, including there. And, we talked about it a little bit before. You know that you're going to get jump shots, and mid-range jump shots specifically. And they do a great job of forcing you into that. And, most nights those are inefficient shots. And tonight they weren't because we made a bunch of them. And I think that, that's part of it. And that they've got a really good defense. But our guys stepped up and made those. They shot them very confidently. We did talk about before the game, don't pass up looks. Don't pass up looks. One of the most selfish things a scorer can do is pass up a good look to try to, get too cute, and we didn't do that today. Obviously, the Milwaukee game, we really played well for most of the game. We looked like the way that I always say it when we walk back in the locker room, we looked like a basketball team. There have been other games, specifically in the preseason, where we didn't look like a basketball team. But how far we've come since October 1st is we've made good strides. We've made the right strides. But we have a long way to go, and there's a lot of things to improve.